Well then, that wasn't meant to happen. I don't know how to explain that, guys. That was absolutely remarkable. If you had told me before the game started that we would see the score be 3-1, I would have predicted Chelsea. Obviously, everyone in their right minds would have said, oh yeah, 3-1, then it's definitely Chelsea. There's no way Arsenal win this game 3-1, but here we are. And to be truthful, guys, it could have been more. It could have been 5-0, 6-0. We had so many chances in that second half to bury the game even more, but unfortunately, instead of scoring at one end, they broke the other end and scored a very nearly offside goal, which kind of padded the stats a little bit for Chelsea. I feel like they were not good today. This isn't just about Arsenal playing well, winning the game. This is also a lot to do with Chelsea not showing up today. They were really poor, and Frank Lampard will be devastated. It was a poor performance, and I expected a lot more from Chelsea. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I really did not expect us to win this game, let alone blow Chelsea away. 3-1 is not a fair scoreline. It should have been more for Arsenal, but we'll take it. Of course, I think that's a fifth of our Premier League goals in one game. Ridiculous stat. We had so many shots on target, so many shots in general. Chelsea didn't have a shot on target until, the 80th minute? Something like that. So we really did outplay them. And I want to go through every single player because they all deserve some praise today, including the man that's back in action today, and that's Granit Xhaka, because he was almost man of the match for me. So let's start off with the goalkeeper. So in injury time, there was a little bit of, I don't want to say there was a little bit of fear, but maybe there was. I think a lot of Arsenal fans would have felt the same way in injury time, where we almost threw it away. We gave away a penalty. It would have been 3-2 if Jorginho scored it, but Leno with, it was a comfortable save. I think more than anything, it was just a bad penalty from Jorginho. I don't know why we decided to make it so hard for ourselves in the last few minutes of the game. We really could have easily thrown it away. Imagine if that penalty goes in and then they score again. Oh, just no. It was unfair. It should never have even been close to 3-2, let alone 3-1. So Leno, got to give him some credit. It was an incredible save. It was lucky as well that the penalty wasn't good, but he still has to go the right way. He's done his homework, I would say. And that really helped us out in the final few moments. That would have been horrible if we conceded that. I think we still would have won, but 3-2 is nowhere near as good as 3-1 or what it should have been. 3-0, 4-0, whatever the case may be. Bellerin back in the side, and I can confirm, let's get a round of applause, Bellerin managed to throw the ball onto the pitch without doing a foul throw. Well done, Bellerin. He has learnt how to throw a football. He was actually very good tonight, and normally I think I'm quite harsh when it comes to Bellerin. Rightly so, though. He's been very poor for us this season in most games. Some games he's been okay. Today was his best performance in a little while. Really impressed with Bellerin. He got forward well, defended well. Was a captain's performance, really. He was captain today, and he needed that. He needed some confidence because we all know that Bellerin had this immense potential many, many years ago, and he just has not been able to get even close to that potential. But who knows? Maybe that player's still in there. I personally don't believe he will ever reach that height, but we'll see. We'll see. We've still got time with Bellerin. He's still relatively young. Holding, superb today. Again, he's really doing a great job for us. Wouldn't have guessed that he would be our best defender, but he's not when Gabriel plays. Let's just be sure. Gabriel, unfortunately, was out today because he has to isolate a family member, I think, has COVID, and he was potentially near that family member, so he'll be self-isolating for a little while. But yeah, Holding was incredible, and I guess you could say, other than Gabriel, he's been our most consistent defender this season as a centre-back. Pablo Mari, my God, if he didn't give away the penalty at the end, and he didn't do that crazy challenge in the first half to get the yellow card, other than those moments, that was a flawless performance from Pablo Mari. Absolutely stunning. We actually didn't miss Gabriel, which is, that's all credit to Pablo Mari. He was superb. He was getting kicked. He was getting thrown onto the floor. There was a moment where he was down injured, and I was really concerned for him. But honestly, I was going to give him man of the match, but then he gave away the penalty, which was a little bit of a shame. But still, very good game from him. Tierney was just as good as Bellerin, in my opinion, going up the wing, getting crosses in. He was involved in a lot of our attacking play, and really good game from him. And then into midfield, El Neni and Xhaka. When I saw the lineup and I saw it's El Neni and Xhaka, I feared the worst. I really thought, do you know what? Kante, Kovacic, Mount, they are going to have such an easy game today, because El Neni and Xhaka, it's not very scary to face, is it really? But I've got to be honest. They proved me wrong. El Neni was flawless. I've already used that word. Absolutely flawless. He didn't put a foot wrong tonight. He didn't do anything spectacularly well, but he did everything well. You know, he had a very solid game. Defensively, really helped us out. And Granit Xhaka. Right, okay. I may have been a little bit too harsh on the guy when he got sent off. Rightly so, I think. I believe I was right to be so angry at him. The way it happened, the way he threw that game away for us. And it's not the first time. He's a repeat offender. He has constantly caused issues for the club. But one thing I've always said, okay, and you can quote me, you can go back and watch all the videos where I slate him. I have always said, though, he has a wand of a left foot. He is our best passer of the ball, I think, when he plays this well. He has that potential to play like he did today. He was world class. He was absolutely sublime today. That free kick, mwah, beautiful. But we don't see it enough. I still think that relying on Granit Xhaka is a bad idea. But when he has a game like today, it does make you wonder, wow, what if? What if this player was consistent at this level? He would walk into any side if he plays like that. He's so good. The passing, the range on his passing, the free kick, like I said, that left foot is so cultured. It's beautiful. And I wish he would keep playing like that, because it's remarkable. So fair play to Granit Xhaka. And honestly, Pablo Mari and Saka, I think, are just ahead of him in terms of performance. You know, I think he was probably our third best player, but it was close. Almost man of the match from him. And then on the wings, we had Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, and then Smith Rowe in the middle. And it worked. It worked so well. 3 basically teenagers running the show. Absolutely brilliant. So impressed with Smith Rowe. I hope to see more of him. Martinelli is back. Could have scored 2 tonight. He really should have scored. Unbelievable. As soon as he came off, we looked like we were missing something going forward. And that just goes to show how much of an impact he made. And Saka, this kid continues to amaze me. Yes, his goal was a bit fluky. I think he'll admit it was a cross. It went in. But he could potentially say he meant it and get away with it, because he is that good. I love Saka, and man of the match for me. Man of the match. There was some real close candidates for it, but I think Saka just about wins it for me. He was superb today. And then Lacazette up top. Yes, you are correct. No Aubameyang today. Unbelievable. Lacazette was actually very impressive. I thought he held up the ball well. He really seemed to get Smith Rowe in. Martinelli and Saka would be going down the line, and Saka would introduce them into the play. It was really working quite well for us. So again, round of applause for Lacazette, because sometimes he's really not very good, not very effective. But today, like he was in the Europa League recently, very effective, dropping deep and doing a lot of work for us. He runs a lot, you know, and I know that sounds stupid. Oh, he runs a lot, but that is something you need. You need movement in a team to make it work. You need hard workers, and Lacazette definitely puts in a shift. And again, when he came off, we looked worse. To be fair, Arteta got a lot of things right today. The lineup was right. It worked. The tactics, the system, it was right. It worked. But his changes were poor. I don't think Pepe came on and did anything particularly good. Willock came on and didn't do too much. I feel like the subs actually didn't benefit us at all. And in fact, we looked worse. But, you know, Mustafi coming on for the final 3 minutes, you can give that a pass. Man of the match from Mustafi. Also, round of applause for him. Honestly, guys, I'm just so relieved more than anything. This, I mean, if you exclude the Europa League, this is our first win since the 1st of November, I believe. I mean, Old Trafford, where we scored that penalty and won at Old Trafford. That is the last time I celebrated a win outside of the Europa League. Just think about that. Come on, guys. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I have been for so long. I've never experienced anything like this. Just loss, draw, loss. Constant depressing feelings after a game. It's so exhausting watching your team play so badly, and it really has been a tough time. But finally, we've got something to cheer about, And it's on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. It's a Christmas gift, although a little bit late, but we'll take it. Thank you so much, Arsenal. I really appreciate that. And now we go into what I think are 4 very winnable fixtures, including West Brom, Crystal Palace. I think we can do it. We do have some other games. We've got Southampton away. We've got Manchester United at home. Those could be really tough games. But I'm expecting at least minimum 3 wins in the next 6 games. At least. I would really, really like to see that. We need it. We really do. But we're up to 14th. 14th. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Can you believe it, guys? 14th place. Mark my words. This was the game that changed the tide. I really hope so anyway. Maybe now we will get into some form. I feel like we needed just a bit of luck. The penalty, for example, so soft. Okay, it's a soft pen. But we needed something like that. It gave us a boost. And I'm so grateful that finally something like that went our way. It was soft. Chelsea fans, I feel your pain. It was a very soft pen. I would have complained. So don't get me wrong. It was soft. Do you mean to say it one more time? Just for you Chelsea fans. It was soft. But we deserved it. I'm done. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget, I've got a new career mode starting next week, hopefully on Monday. So make sure you are ready for that by subscribing, turn on notifications, go and watch the Arsenal career mode if you haven't finished it yet. Mental ending. And I will see you for my next Operation Arsenal when we next play. I don't even know when we next play, I haven't checked. But hopefully we'll win again.